bots. Grandpa Canuck here. And we are back with another round. Well, we progressed through 1914, 1915 of September last time. We currently have a contract for 20 Heavy Mark 1 version 2 females. And we have half of them built. So we need to progress with the other 10. Our production facility has 240 workers. We have a total of 80 engineers. We have no bank loans. And we have well, it says predicted balance at the end of the month, 432. Currently 560,000. So we progress. 3 days until we have the Heavy Mark 1 version 3 males out of the design phase. 19 days the Central Cab OOF 1 version 2. And 52 days on doing some of the reverse engineering. 46 days improved common rounds, ammunition. So that's where we sit. This is the first thing we have to deal with in 3 days. Let's get started. We're going to have to make decisions on bigger, better, faster. Bigger tanks, improve the quality of what we have, or do we want to go with faster tanks? That would be a cavalry tank design, or are we going to take a haphazard approach? Depends on what the nations want. We're just the one who makes it. Okay, let's move that tank into testing. There we go, and let's wait. I don't think there's anything great that we could put forward right now. Medium Mark A series, the A7V series, the Heavy Mark 0, Little Willies, not going anywhere fast. They need some development work. And then the Heavy Mark 1 series, we have 4 different versions, working out the newest version 3 males. Now, I don't think we can produce everything we need here to get a good medium. I think we want the Whippet. And Lewis machine guns is what we got. Well, that would give us a medium tank, at least on the books. Don't know if anybody will buy this, but let's assign that for 30 days. We have 19 workers, 3. Put them in. Oh, we need to decide the other things. Paint. The rounds, truck fuel. There we go. Crew. I don't know if we can do this. It really requires 4 staffing for 4 positions. Seriously understaffed, really. Well, we'll get it on the books. We need equipment that requires less input from the workers. But 30 days, we'll produce it. Mediums are kind of middle of the road, of course. It's a step lighter than the heavies, but they can be applied to many of the roles. We'll just have to see how we need to adapt the tank for requirements. Austro-Hungary and Serbia. Not too interested in that one. Italy and France. France won that. France announced its contract for 20 tanks. Okay, they want wire crushers. Well, the female will do that. $370. Oh, Little Willie's actually $59. Now, is it worth my while to go after this contract? $370. Let's wait and see. We want 20. $370 isn't a great score. And my costing on that is about $16,600, and they only want to pay $13,000. So the Heavy Mark II is not a desirable tank to sell for that purpose. It would not be a moneymaker. With supplies coming in from Oceania. Spain, Portugal. And France has concluded. It's now over after heavy fighting. France triumphed and has gained control over the entire territory. Azure Coast. I don't know where that fight was. The British one's here. We'll look that up after. Non-aggression, Romania and Sweden. That's no consequence. Okay, 3 days in Timson. Serbia. Okay, we were victorious. 4 campaign points. No tanks involved. Okay, we got the new part done. There we go. So that's a new central cab turret. That's off the Ost 1 version 2. What can we do on the female? steel only. Yeah. Is there any benefit to changing this? Mass would be more. Volume would be less. Crew comfort goes down 1. Structure goes up 3 and down 3 on the other part of it. Not significant enough to worry about. Pistol port versus same volume. Mass is slightly increased. Down 1 on crew safety, down 1. Massive increase, but down on rear thickness. Don't think that's desired. Reinforced turret hatch versus the turret hatch and the light turret hatch. That would lighten the tank up. But it looks like, other than the crew comfort, either safety or hardness would be given. Not worthwhile. Okay, these are single all one-offs. Anything that we can do here? The running gear. We lose agility. Is agility important? Not 100% sure on that one. Maybe we want a different part. Hey, Master. Long time no see. Yeah, I didn't stream much in the last month or so. No, nothing went wrong other than busy. A lot of life going on. Yeah, I'm sure there's little things wrong, but I'm okay. My third monitor's out. I'm having to put the streaming text that I'm reading onto a third monitor, which is much smaller. So I can't see it and read it as well. So until I solve that problem, I might be a little slow replying to your posts. Okay, sharp teeth sprocket. 5 over a 4, 5 over a 3. Much better, but giving up cross-country speed. I'm okay with that. Okay, that would lighten the mass. Same number there, same number there. And this would just reverse the agility and the running gear. Okay, what about the wide idler? That would give a slight increase to agility. A decrease in road speed. A definite increase in overall reliability of all running gear. Okay, so this will be the second version of this, which is October 1915 design. And we only have 11 workers on that, so it'll take 72 days. We'll go ahead and do that. It'll give us a slightly better for the heavy tanks. Design. Okay, 14 days here. Supplies in 15. We've got 81 days on the contract. 27. So 14 days is the next item. You're going to be getting a gaming PC soon. So my gaming experience will improve by a lot. Yeah. Going from stone to iron, skipping copper and bronze. Yeah. Funny you word it that way. I've been getting into PAX Day lately. And enjoying it. There's a bit of an update coming tomorrow, but I'm busy most of tomorrow. And I do work a little bit on Thursday and Friday afternoons, but I'll be getting into PAX Day over the next few days a little more. Haven't been streaming it. I think that's one of the things. I chose not to stream PAX Day. Okay, we got 14 days here. Let's not interested in that. France and Portugal. No tanks involved, not interested in that. Not important. Okay, the medium Mark A version 1. Let's get that one into the proving grounds right away. We'll test that. Now, just looking here. This has some small defects. 6 defects. What is it affecting? Okay. So crew awareness, crew aiming, crew safety. Operational range, road speed. Well, the crew performance is definitely needed to not be decreased, so we definitely want to increase that. The obstacle trench width, we need to deal with that. Oh, that's the wrong one. Let's just fix them all. It's not that costly. That should be a production version of the tank anyway. That's the male model of the Heavy Mark 1. Okay, is there anything I want to develop? I don't think so right now. I don't think I have anything else. I want to develop some of the pieces parts. Let's see what I get out of this. Okay, supplies have arrived. Still think that's a little low on iron. Got a little bit of money. Let's order more supplies. Ooh, 2,000 iron there. 7,000 there. Let's order all the iron there. Medium carbon steel. I could use some more there. Rubber. A bit more rubber. High carbon steel. Don't need as much high carbon steel. Let's order some in so we can get it cheap. And honestly, I don't need much glass at all. Let's place that order. It's going to come from Africa, so it's going to take a couple of weeks to get in. Do I agree the certain period we live in should be called anthropy, or still be? I've never given it any thought. I look at more modern history just as a flow in the last 2,000 years. And I'm very selective in that 2,000 years of which areas I am knowledgeable of. Okay, 17 days for that. 23 days for production. 12 days. That's ammunition, right? Yeah. Yeah, that's ammunition. French sets issued to the front. Spark transmitters used in aircraft. The British Army has developed thousands of what they call the trench set. Okay, Mark I radios. That's nice. Maybe we'll get radios in tanks someday. Oh, it's 1950. I can only dream. Yeah, I'm more focused on the golden age of Roman Empire onwards. Particularly 19th, 20th centuries. Napoleonic, but War of 1812 in North America. I am fond of Nelson. And his career does go back to the 1800s. But mostly 19th and 20th centuries. I am fascinated by some Greek history and the whole city-state structure, and some of the Roman, and of course I think everything fell apart with the fall of the Roman Empire, and it was really at least 1,000 years until we got back to that level of technologies and organization. So I'm not too fond of looking what happened in the Dark Ages because it's just nothing new. I definitely like the medieval era, with the coming out of the medieval era, the advances in the medieval era, getting back what the Roman was lost with the Roman knowledge. Okay, 18 days left. Delayed by 10 days. Yeah, we knew you would be delayed. Not interested in that one. New alliance. That's unimportant. Okay, we got the improvement. New ammunition. I need to go with that bolt. That's where I need to be on structure. Now I have this. I could go to the AP munitions, or I could go to the light naval gun. I'm not too interested in backtracking. This would be okay. So the light naval gun, or the bolted assembly, or I move down to the crude oil, or the improved low pass running. I think that's my least favorite. That would be a structural improvement. That would be a lot of work to redo a lot of parts. This would be more straightforward. Let's do the gun first. Well, yeah. Bigger, better, faster. What do I want? This is better. That's bigger. That's faster. Bigger, better, faster. I'm going to go with a naval gun. Yeah. Okay, 6 days for the crossover technology. And that's the power unit. And then really, it's the machine gun after that. Okay, that medium is ready for production if we need it. Okay, so is there anything I really want to put in here? I don't think I'm quite ready. I've got a lot of massive changes coming, and there's no sense redoing something with a lot of massives coming. In some ways, the Roman Empire didn't die. It just changed its shape, yes. It was the fall of a world power into more regionalized power groupings. You didn't see indoor plumbing and a number of other things for quite some time. So on a grand construction scale, you didn't see a lot of things. You know, after Hadrian's Wall, for instance, what is the next massive man-made item, really? You know, thinking of Hadrian's Wall as one of the later Roman grand-scale operations. Yeah, I think I'm going to hold off. For at least 5 days. We're predicting next to no money for the end of the month, are we? Oh, this is our battle with the Ottomans. No tanks involved, but we won. That is an important one. That's Egypt. So I do hope we win that. Not that it matters, I'm just a company selling tanks, though. Okay, we've got the part. Might as well do that machine gun, and we actually have 20 free, and it's only going to take 17 days. If we use all that, and we will. Okay, 5 days is our next deadline, and that will be, we need to send out the tanks. There we go. And we have to organize shipping tanks. I don't know anyway. Oh, I got 10 of these in stock. Mark 1 version 2s. Okay. So I've got 20 of these, and they're not due till December 21st. So I've got over a month to go. So we can ship those by the lowest bidder, which will take a delivery speed, but they almost always have delays of 10 days. You have a question. Do you Canadians follow a written legal system to decide on legal proceedings, or maybe you base the judgments on previous similar cases? We follow the British tradition, and the British tradition is for instance, I believe there's a minimum and a maximum sentencing on prison sentences. So it's written law, I guess. I know more about politics than I do about legal stuff. Okay, we'll get those delivered, and that'll be there before the end of the month, so I'll have money incoming by the end of the month. And I don't think I have any other contracts. No, I've got no other contracts. The British system is called, yes, common law, while having a written code. Yeah, I guess that's the proper way to describe it. I'm not an expert, and I could be all full of crap. So, not an area I'm an expert on, and willing to say I'm an expert in by any means. That'll probably end up being 18 days. 18 and 8 is 26. That's before the end of the month. Supplies are coming in. So that machine gun's the next thing we have. Cairo is now over. After heavy fighting, British Empire triumphed and has gained control over the entire territory. Okay. So, we have taken the territory. Sorry, I just got a text come in. Well, there goes my plans for tomorrow morning. I've got a couple of hours to spare. Yay, me. Maybe I can look at Pax Day in the morning. Hey, I got the delivery through without delays. That's amazing. I have... Or, sorry, did that say 10-day delay? Did I read that wrong? Oh, supplies coming in 10 days delay. Okay. But, I gotta... Maybe I should go get my eyes checked. Sharing some legal knowledge even though you weren't the best student? Okay. You gotta go to sleep? Okay. It's late there. Yeah, well, it's 9:11 here in the evening, so I've still got some oomph for a while. You don't care? Take care, Master. We'll see you again, another stream. Watch some of my videos on YouTube. You know, leave comments there if you have questions about the games. Other than that, always pleasant chatting with you. Take care, sir. Okay. Days, and we need a new order. Ah, look! The British want a new tank. Oh, they want a Vanguard. I'm pretty sure I got a Vanguard for you. 682, 914. 1002, that's the new male 3s. That's the best score. None of these other tanks are going to come close because that is a Vanguard tank. Okay, so I don't need extra time. I could probably make more tanks. So we'll up that to 25. They're willing to pay 26,000. My costs are 17. That score is very high. Let's increase. Yeah, 37.7 looks good. 456. I think I'm guaranteed to get the contract if I do that. That's our bid. I won't make them. Don't know if I have enough supplies to make them. They accepted the contract. Okay, well, let's start making what we can. Well, I got enough supplies to make all 25. 22,000 iron, I've got 25. 16, I've got 18. I'm 7,000 rubber. We're at 18. 7,000 high carbon. We've got 18. This is using almost all of my iron. I need a special iron order at least. But I can start production on all 25. We have a go. I don't have a lot of supplies. So how do I want to do this? Only 4,000 there. The other cheap one's Africa. I can get everything except the iron, or do I do a special iron order? I think I'll do a special iron order. We'll order from North America because that price is 3. And we'd better get some. But everything else is more costly than the 2 cheaper sources. Let's hold it at that. That should do me through this tank run. Okay. So there we go. We now have the German machine gun. I think I can let things ride for probably the full 22 days until that's done. Hey! 250,000 K, I'm rewarded! Your capital contribution to the defense industry has not gone unnoticed by the High Command. You have been declared a capital part of the defense industry and have been rewarded with an official government grant to help fund your future endeavors. Cool. So with that, how do I want to improve my operation? I think I can have 4 of these. Ergonomics I want, but not right now. So what else do I want to improve my production with? Hardening, casting, welding, riveting, rifling. They're all like 5%. Bending. Component bending. You know, that might be. Riveting will go out of style eventually, and will weld, but not for a lot of years. Hardening, that's the higher end metals. Casting, I think we'll go with bending as an improvement. Construction bank, heavy vehicle station, building and facility decreased by modern construction. Not too concerned. Construction slots up 1, not too concerned there. The executive board will ensure that your instructions are carried out fast and accurately. Bank focus 2 and maintenance focus 8. Well, not bad. Lobbying. Well, I'm not getting enough tank orders, so definitely lobbying in other countries would be good. So let's spend the money on those 2 upgrades. To our operation. which would be better? Bigger, better, faster? That will lead to a better operation. Actually, it might lead to a little faster production. That's my theme today. Which way to go? Bigger, better, or faster? New Zealand between Sweden and yeah. Oh, what did I miss here? Oh, that's the contract that was completed. Well, I've looked at these before. I don't need to have them asterisked. That's infantry only, don't really care. New tank revealed. Have just completed a new division of the saturation tank. Assume needed 1.2 million to acquire one. I'm not that desperate to see one. That would take more than all the money I have. Oh, the Ottoman Empire and the British have entered into a non-aggression pact. They're not going to fight anymore. Okay. They lost Egypt. Now they don't want to play. In Denmark. That's okay. Okay, we have the Warhorse version 2. Well, I have that German machine gun now. Now, I either want to take the German one and use some British parts, or I want to take the British one and use some German parts. So, we take the British. What can we do? So the rate of fire is going to go down. Average accuracy, overall reliability is going to go up. That would go up. That would go up. The mass remains the same. The volume remains the same. The rate of fire goes down, but the reliability goes up. I'm okay with that. Short water cooled barrel. Mass goes up. Accuracy is the same. This would increase the rate of fire. And the rating as a secondary weapon goes up. The ranges go down. I still like that. I still like that. Short cloth fed. Rate of fire would go up considerably. Damage would go up. A lot more ricochets. More ricochets with a higher rate of fire. And all I have is the wooden stock. It doesn't look like a Lewis anymore. Okay, well anyway, we'll call this a December 1915 edition, 33 days. That's set. which component was it? Now, if I have the machine gun coming, we can wait for the female, because it's mostly machine guns. The male model wouldn't be too much. Okay. So let's look. It'll be this one. And we have a Warhorse version 1, right? And now we have a Warhorse version 2. That's going to be a slight increase. I forget what version we're on. I think we're up to 4. It's going to be a December model. Yeah, all I have is that. See, this is only going to be a part model. I don't think that's enough of an upgrade to warrant it. That's just not enough of an upgrade. Maybe I'll wait till I get the naval gun, and after I get the machine gun, then we'll do the female first. What I can design is a knockoff version of this. Okay. Cross-country speed is better. Okay. The only track I have is that. I do have an improved -1.7, crew safety, crew comfort, 0.6, so it's just switching at 1. As far as that's concerned. Does decrease the top ricochets. With that. That's my quick firing 6-pounder. Okay. Now this is the new Lewis. It's not done yet. So we either have to go with the German one or wait. We'll go with the German one. This is a knockoff of the German tank. essentially all captured technology. Very little original British engineering in this. Until I upgrade some of these parts. But it will get me that tank on the line. And if my expendables are better, it will be a better option. Big crew. Big crew, big crew, big crew. One driver. One commander. Need at least 3 gunners. Minimum. At least 1 loader. 2 mechanics. And I could probably use another gunner. Don't need any more than that. That's just a straight knockoff of the German version. Okay, well, that'll put me in the market anyway. As an option. We'll improve that over time. 40 days, 33 days, 32 days. $40. 4 days for the supplies. It's the building improvement. And 69 days on construction. Oh, my new facility. Excellent. Spain and the British Empire have a non-aggression pact. That's 2 non-aggression pacts. Who's left out there politically? So Spain, Turkey, Romania, Serbia, Greece, and Liberia. We're allies with Norway, Netherlands, Italy, and France. Trade advantages with these. Okay, I still could get a war with Germany. I want to get up to tier 3. Having the upgrade contracts. Now, if I do run out, I do have 2 contracts a year that I can suggest. Trade agreement. Not important. There's my second facility done. The bending hall. Okay. So that should make slightly better production capability. January 5th, 1916, New Year. Ottoman Empire in Greece, still fighting away. Sweden and Denmark. Okay, the light naval gun is done. The improved naval gun. AP ammunition. I'm gonna have some time putting through other things, so I don't think I want to do the improved low pass. Or that. So I think I probably have time to go with the oil. That's only 40 days. Yeah. That's good. Okay, so the new Lewis hybrid is done in 1 day. There we go. I have that naval gun. So the other gun, that's a, what, is that a 3-pounder? Okay, so that's the smaller gun. What improvements can I bring to the 6-pounder? Telescope sighting. That's going to add a pound in weight. Range increase. 1 less needed gunner point. That's good. Definitely primary weapon focus is improved by 3, but the accuracy is down by 3. Okay, we're going to put that on anyway because I want to use less gunners. Yeah, I can add the pivoting seat with it. That's a good improvement. Reinforced hydro spring. That's going to lower the primary weapon status. That will be up. Way up on accuracy. Definitely up on the rate of fire. Down on volume and down, oh yes. I think that's a fair trade-off. So that would be 1 more gun depression, 1 more gun elevation, 2 worse as primary weapon and 2 better. So that's a trade-off just between those 2, and then I gain 1 and 1. That's a go. This is a main reworking on the 6-pound gun. Now, rate of fire increase, less gun elevation, significant weight loss, loss on primary, huge gain on gun depression. So the primary weapon reliability goes 9 and 7 is 16 to 11 and 3, which I don't like. Gun depression goes from 14 to 21. Is that really needed? I don't think it is. I like those numbers better. Okay. That's what I want for the gun. 30-day design on that. So when this is done, we will look at the heavy female tank version. That's one improvements we have with the machine gun. And then when these are done next, well, the heavy male could be redone again. Did I run that through its tank? I did. Or I could go into a number of other developments. I'll be able to look at something more long-term here or slower. Okay, 7 days. Care about that fight between them. France and Portugal. Not using any tanks, I'm not too interested. Champions of groundbreaking new type of Army Corps. I don't care. But I do have a new tank done. Not too many problems to work out. I have everything I need to put more engineers into a new heavy Mark I female version. So this is going to be version 3 female. January 1916. Okay. Only have the one choice on engine still. Now I do have an upgraded Warhorse track system. And I only have first level here of the side turrets. But I do have the upgraded Lewis. There we go. I can do both, okay. I can do 2 of 3. And truck fuel, and I don't have the oil yet. Okay, I can put a big crew in this thing. Start off with a commander and a driver. I need at least 2 gunners. And at least 2 mechanics. And I can do with an extra gunner. That's not too bad. We do have a few problems we'll have to work out. 4 of them. That's not too bad at all. I'd rather have the problem and get the extra 2 points on the gunner. If it was only 1 point, like I'm not going to put a second commander in here because it's just going to squish everybody up inside the tank for a 1 point gain. And the extra space will have many negatives. 32 days. Away we go. Okay, and that's 32 days on the crude oil as well. Good. So we'll be ready for the next one, and we will have the large gun available as well on the next one. I think we need to do some kind of an upgrade on that heavy engine. Okay, we may have Heavy Mark IV females in this one. Eastern Angola. Tank trials completed. Good. Okay, how many tanks are done in that order? What would be these? 18. And we've got less than a month. We've got a month and a day to get them there. Okay, so let's get the first grouping there with low cost. Don't care about that war. Yeah, figured there'd be a delay. Now, should I... My most expensive tank is the female. As far as resources go. So it's cheap supplies from Oceania. I can order enough for 13 tanks. Get all the stuff, including all the iron. Let's place that order for cheap supplies now. A new contract for 20 more tanks. More Vanguard tanks. So that's these guys. That's definitely the best model. That doesn't cut the bill. It actually has a tank fame of 4 already. Okay. I've got a group on the go. Extended 5 days. We'll add 5 more on the tank order. And I can increase this quite a bit. $33,000. They want to pay $30,000, but we have the right tank. 17, that'll be a good money maker. Yeah, we'll stick with 25. I'm not going to get greedy and make 30. I got to complete this, but I'd like to secure this order. Not interested. Okay, they've accepted the contract. That's going to be a big order. I should have enough stuff when I get that supplies in, which isn't due 21 days, but I'll need to start construction in 10. So I'll have to construct what I can, and the shortage is probably going to be medium carbon steel. That's the new gun. There we go. Well, let's have a look at that engine. It's the 16. Oh, it'll give one less mechanic point needed. Road speed will definitely increase. The weight goes down significantly. The volume goes down. And we'll gain one on the pole. That's a definite change there. That's a definite change. That's a definite change on the carburetor. Double drum brake. That's going to give me obstacle trench width, much worse. I gain the stealth and the obstacle and the agility. Ugh. It's a lot more weight though. And volume. Don't think I want to do that. This would decrease the weight, decrease the volume. Increase that. Definitely decrease, increase. That's good. Okay, so this was the one that's in question. I don't really need the stealth, but it gives a 1 in the agility. No, we won't change that. We'll leave it here. February 1916. Yeah, okay, so that'll give me an improvement on the engine for the heavy tanks. Cut some of the weight out too, a little bit. Okay, 6 days until I have enough tanks. 1 day until the shipment's in. Okay, shipment's in. Now, oh no, 16 days left. Sorry, I mixed those two up. That was the first group of tanks getting delivered. Not concerned. Okay, the production's done. Move to ship out the rest of those tanks, which is the 7 that are needed. And I have 9 days to get them there. So 8 days with a delay is not going to work. I've got 9 days to get them there. I'm going to have to go with one of the more costly versions. That could take 10 days. That would be 7. That would be 5. I'm going to have to go with that. Make sure I get them there, or else if I risk being the delay, I won't get paid for them. I gotta pay the extra price. Okay, so we have that shipment underway. Our next order is a restock of the Mark III males, 25 of them. Which is these. And I only have enough supplies to do 16 of the 25. I need materials. And we have materials coming in 11 days. That should be enough. Okay, designed 3 days of the new I think it was version 4 actually. Rival tank captured. What did you guys capture? It's got 5 components. Oh, it's one of those little Frenchies. For 124,000? Yeah, I'll buy that. Do I have any engineer spree? It's a snazzy turret. I don't have any engineer spree. Okay. I've got engineer spree in 1 day, but I'm going to want that maxed again. And I'm probably going to have another design there, so I need at least another 20 engineers. Can I buy 20 more engineers? I certainly can. There's 40. We want 20 more. So that's bringing me to my max anyway. all I can do. Anyway, let's have 100 with my current size of an institution. But now I can do reverse engineering. Let's look at that turret first. 24 days. Yeah. Heavy Mark 1. I really want to wait for 26 days. Let's look at this first. I'm going to have to go to that bolt. Well, the inline 16. Replace that old engine altogether. I think I'm going to have to do the bolt. Now, something else I can design before I do the female. Heavy. Whoa. I don't know if there's anything better on Little Willie or not. Anyway, I need to take a short break. I will be right back. Microphone pop. Okay, I am back. Did you miss me? I doubt it. Wasn't gone that long. Okay, where are we? Oh, this is production. No, hang on. No, this is the female that we want to do. But we have improvements. We don't have the engine done yet. I want to wait. Yeah, I can't do the female until I get the engine. Is there something else I can redesign? Well, that would just be a gun redesign, I think. Yeah. Yeah, that would be just a gun redesign. That's not worth my time. No, that needs the turret as well. I need to turn that tank into something else. Not worth my while. That's not worth my while. That one's not worth my while. That's not worth my while. That's the only other one I have, which would be just the gun upgrade. Well, that would be redoing all the guns. I would give it a smaller gun. Or I could go with this one. Better gun depression. Less gun elevation. Automatic. 12, 13 with the smaller gun. Damage will decrease. It's a bigger bang. Less accuracy. Better gun elevation. Worse. Decreased rate of fire. Obviously more damage. We'll go with that one. And the upgraded Lewis. And I have the oil now. Better expendables. Driver. Commander. Still need 3 gunners at least. Only need 1 loader. His job's down. Mechanic is down to 7. So I could get by with 1 less person. That will decrease the crew safety. Would give the functionality of the mechanic. Do I want to decrease a person? That might be an interesting option. Overcrewed. That's another way to go. So adding that is going to give me the crew safety problem no matter what, but adding 2 doesn't make it any worse. We'll go with the full crew option. We're overstaffed, but that's okay. Military double redundancy. More manpower than the needs require. Okay, contract for the 5th Battalion is completed. We've got it all there. The A-team. Training trials completed. Heavy Mark 1 version 3. Light version 3. Okay. That is done. And I've got the resources in. Now my resources are still light. Now I'm building I've got two types of version 3s. That's the later one, and I didn't use the word mail on it. Okay. So the cost is slightly up. Materials are slightly up. The man-hour cost is down. Anyway, I need to order supplies. I can order enough for 10 of them all around. That takes pretty much all of the iron in. Let's do that. Just keep the supplies coming in. Inconsequential. No tanks involved. Okay. New alliance, Spain and Italy. Delayed 10 days. Of course it's delayed 10 days. It's always delayed 10 days. No tanks involved there. As for Hungary and Italy. Empire triumphed. Okay, so there's my reverse engineering. What do I want to work on next? I have the turret. Don't know if I have a gun that'll fit that turret. Let's go with the hull design. Three days for that, and that's when I want to do the new female. There's the night female. Nature thing. Oh, that one still has days to go. So that was the turret. Nice turret. Stealth. More crew aiming ability. No, don't need to change any of this. Angled turret hatch. I don't care for any of those designs. Okay, any other tracks we can redo? What about the Whippet? Can redo these tracks. That would be lighter. Agility is off, but obstacle crunch width would be way up. 4. That would be the same. That would increase it 2 pounds. Agility down. No. No. I don't like any of those changes. Oh, this might be worthwhile. That is an improvement for sure. Operational range increased. I lose volume and mass. Agility is 18. And that would be a massive hit to 10. But the cross-country speed goes up 7. And that gives more reliability overall. 24 between the two numbers. That's 22 between the two numbers. So cross country or agility. We want them to get there fast. That's the purpose of this track. Okay, we'll go with that. France and Portugal is concluded. Pulling back from the field hospital, forcing to set wounded men upon the bare floors to continue operating. France's armed forces have bloodied them beyond measure. Cool. The company's relationship with the Ottoman Empire has improved to reputation tier 1. Well, that's what I get for having a level non-aggression pact with England with them, I guess. I can get orders from the Ottoman Empire now. The light tank gambit. Light tanks have already been in use for quite some time, and yet the nations deploy them just as they would any other tanks. France, in particular, and their high command have described these tanks as feeble in the face of the enemy and a waste of resources. Renowned French industrialists, however, are not content with this state of affairs, having been approached by Colonel SDN. They plan to massively increase their production in a new bid to change France's doctrine and swarm their enemies, the metal beasts. So they're definitely changing to light cavalry type, light tanks, cavalry tanks. Italy, the resources arrived, and I think my resources are fine. I only have this order. Definitely have enough to start a new order. Okay, so the second version of the A7V, ready for tests. Now I'm ready to design the Mark I female. I have the new engine. I have the Type 2 Warhorse. Now these are the same. But I have the improved Lewis. Go. I need no loaders. Definitely need at least 2 gunners. I can get by with that. We will do the overkill. This is the version 2 female. March. Okay, if anybody is wondering the difference between the males and the females, the main body of the tank is the same, identical. But the side turrets for the guns are different. On the males, there is one which has a heavy gun pointing from 0 to 90 degrees only. Okay, that's the male side turret. The female side turret has 2 guns and mobility from straight forward to virtually straight back, with obviously the second gun, can't get around the first gun can't get around the first. But it gives more of range of machine gun. These are used for trench clearing rather than hardpoint clearance. So different function. The British deployed usually them in groupings, so they would have both male and females on the assault to handle different problems on the battlefield. So one base tank designed 2 different purposes by deploying 2 different types of turrets. That and the nomenclature they came up with was male and female. Okay, 33 days. There we go. We'll get that new tank underway. Now we've got nothing for 20 days. So this tank group is done. We have 10 done. We will ship it en masse. Okay, it's done its trials. Okay, well, I'm wrapping up this tank order. What do they want? A fusillade tank. That is these, not these. Or is it? No, that is the best. That's definitely a good score. Oh, that's even better. These are both called version 1s. I don't know which one's the first. This is more materials. They like that one a lot better than this one. Why? Okay, this has got the higher firepower, so this is what they want. Really? That's what they want? 1528? That's a cheaper tank to produce. That costs me 15,000. And these cost me 17,600. And they're not going to quim about an increase on price on those. Less materials, 600 less resources. More man hours to produce. more man hours, but the overall cost worker cost is $39.28. Yeah, 20% increase in cost, but 14,000 versus over 3,000 less. So, monetarily wise, this is a better deal. The tank has a worse reputation. It's just not known. Huh. Okay, well, let's stick with the 20. I can inflate the price. Huge. Huge, I can inflate the price. And I'm going to string out the delivery date in case something else just pops up quickly. Because I can. I should still go for that. They did. Okay. How many of these cheap 9 tanks worth of cheap supplies? Let's do that. Okay, the order for the Mark 1 version 3s, that's the resupply, is done. $16 of them. They are due there in over a month. So I can use cheap shipping to get them there. Good stuff. Okay, and now we want to move into production. And this model here. Only 16 of them. Oh, this model here. We want 20. Got enough supplies for all 20. Don't want to build any extra. No, I don't. Because these are man-hour heavy, it's still going to take 76 days. Well, I got 127. If I have to interrupt production, give a part shipment and produce something else, I can do that. Restock is on its way. Bulgaria, the Netherlands. German Empire and Portugal. No tanks in the world. That's a no-tank battle. Well, it's delayed 10 days, of course. Okay, we have the Whippet 2 is done. You know what? I have some reverse engineering to do still. Let's have a look at their gun. No. Anything you want to work on? Look at their gun. Look at that chassis. Probably don't want to do any of the chassis over until I get the bolting. I can do an improvement on this already. Oh, that's a different one. Split port. That's heavyweight. These are lightweight. This is the one that was on it. I don't like any of them. I think that works better. Hang on. Type it correctly, Grandpa. Yeah, for 14 days, I'll do that. That bolt assembly is going to change a lot of stuff, I think. Buster tank. Nest buster tank. Who's ordering those? The Ottomans. Nest buster tanks. Tanks. Okay, so the new heavy female is done. Let's put her through her trials. So the one we're going with is this one. Let's remove those flaws. I'll correct them. Not needed on that version if this is the one that's going to sell. This one's ready as well. Yeah. Do that too. Well, I might sell that if I remove the flaws. A lot of flaws. 40,000. Yeah. Might get a contract for it. Might. Just might. Okay, delivery complete. Contract delivered. Ottoman and France, non-aggression pact. Okay. Trials completed. I think I definitely want to wait. Infantry fight. Okay, so that's done. And that's done. So first of all, where do I go to here? Improve medium hull or the extended? Go there. Bigger gun, AP munitions. Engine replacement. Improved low pass running. Huh. I can go back to the Twin 14. This engine's going to be a definite improvement over that. That will be the faster of the bigger, better, faster choices. That would be bigger than that. That would be better ammunition. Additional choices on ammunition. That would be better. That would be more functional for a number of uses. Okay, now I need to rebuild some basic parts with those bolting actions. First thing I want to do is look at the Mail Mark 1 series. Well, that has them already included. That's going to be a better flap. I think the reinforced one is better. Hang on, what about the angled? It's one number up. No, I like the reinforced. Yeah. Yeah, the bolted. I'll go with that. Ah, cavalry tank for the Germans. Okay, there's the resources. Not a lot of iron at either of those. We're up on the iron just a little bit. We'll over order everything, so the next order will just be iron, probably from North America. Medium carbon steel. What about rubber? High carbon steel. I don't think I need that much. Glass. Just need to order a bit. Gotta get more complex when I need these things. No tanks in that one. Oh, hang on. I've got 11 tanks to deliver in 7 days. Contract number 7. Oh, yeah. Yeah. I forgot. That was these. No, hang on. What up? Did I mess up? Heavy mark for males. Mark 1, version 3 males. I don't have any. I didn't build the remaining. Shit. Okay. Well, the contract's going to run out. I'm not going to get full payment because I didn't make all the tanks. Well, there's an oops. Restock order, and I'm shorting them. Forgot to make the other 7. Damn. Losing half the money. I screwed up. screwed up. Okay, well, might get some tanks in this action. Okay, reverse engineering. Don't know whether I need his tanks for tracks for that or not, but a small power supply might be useful. How did we do? Heavy Mark 1s, version 2 females. By George, the tank's outstanding performance across all fronts proved to be the key to our triumph, delivering unmatched mobility, devastating firepower, and unwavering resilience. Woohoo! So, that tank's gained 2 on its reputation. So, overall, it was good. Deployment was mid-range. Yeah, well, it doesn't perform well, so adequate is good. Reconnaissance. Disastrous for recon. Yeah, it's designed to go to where the problem is, not find the problems. Targeting was first rate. Exceptional aiming devices proved to be a game changer on the battlefield. Hitting. Exceptional performance in hitting enemy targets. It was a sight to behold. That's good. Speed is still an issue with this tank. These are crew issues because there's too many crew. Moderate success. Deadly rounds struck the enemy targets true without a hint of ricochet. Yeah, well, bullets against infantry do that. They don't ricochet that much. Penetration, of course, was great. Damage was great. The tanks repaired well. Doesn't have a primary weapon. Repair score went up 7. Cool. Well, that's a good performance by that tank. Okay, the resources have arrived. That's good. Okay, now mark 1. Let's look at heavy tank. We want to do better than this. We're going to start out with this. Where do I want my negative? Stealth or crew aiming? Probably on stealth. Steel. We definitely want the bolt. We want that big structure increase. Yeah. Increased ammo rack. Well, that's the hinged flap. I really think the reinforced double flap would be better here. Reinforced door. Or a triple hinge door. Hinge door is lighter. Less crew safety. Rear thickness. I'm going to go with the reinforced. Is that version 2 or version 3? I'm going to call it version 3 anyway. June 1916 was part. That should add a lot to the heavies. Yeah, that should add a lot to the heavies. Nothing to design until I get that done. 28 days. Cavalry inconsequential. Need a new contract. Yeah. Franks in Luxembourg. Okay, my production's done on those tanks. 20 of them, and we've got tons of time. Send them out slow freight. Off they go. And I need a contract. Denmark and France. Doctoral changes proposal. Less stubborn than the French, however, the British have seen calls by various officers to include larger forces of light tanks to exploit the gaps left by the heavier vehicles. They claim that such breakthroughs are neglected, while the nimble beasts would wreak havoc on the enemy and break its back. Already examples of the Whippet are being experimentally modified with leaf spring suspensions or sprung track rollers, new transmissions, and V12 aerial engines to improve their effectiveness in this role. Okay, so that's the way we're going, is it? Heavy Mark 1 is done. So with that in mind, let's look at the medium hull. Going with the bolt, steel, we have that rack. We want these tanks to move. I don't think I can get any better than that. The tail whale is going to take away from the agility. Yeah, we'll add it. Okay, and now should be able to make a Heavy Mark 1 series. Go. All the expendables. Now, one commander, one driver, one gunner, one loader, two mechanics. Now, do I want the extra gunner and loader? Not loader. Loader and gunner. We'll do it. 42 days. Okay, but I gotta get more concentration on medium tanks for sure. Definitely, definitely, definitely. No tanks in the world. Got no production going. Need something to speed this up. Let's focus. Okay, I'm going to add the economics office because I have the money. That means I can put more workers in. I can start taking in more contracts. Let's plan for that. Okay, there's the unit sent. Contract cleared. Beautiful. I have money. Okay, German engineer, or not German, French, I believe. And the only thing I have left is the tracks. I need a contract. No tanks there. France wants some tanks. Wire crushers. You want some wire crushers. You don't want to pay an awful lot. I mean, that will crush wire. You must have something better. That will crush wire. That's better, $6.99. That's a much better tool for crushing wires. That's the much better version. That's the opposite version. A little light. Oh, the other specs look good. It's a little light for a wire crusher. Mobility is a little off, but everything else is good. I'm not going to buy the inside. These are not a terribly hard one to produce. Well, it's 15,000. Yeah, it's big. It's just not as big as the Mark I Heavies. But the price has been jacked way up. I can give myself lots of time in case another contract pops up. I can switch out of this and do the other contract first, maybe. But still huge. It's not a huge moneymaker. I'm only making 4,000 a unit. Keeps everything running. Okay. So I've got the medium tank. Well, that's a small tank, and that should really take off. I just designed one in April. You know what? Can I throw that turret on here? I bet you I could. What do I want? The double flap vision port or the openable split port? Bet you I can turn this into something. Remnants of a Little Willie design. It's only 19 days. We'll try it. We'll try it. Oh, one more day and I would have had that. They've accepted the contract. Good. New fixed turret or improved medium hull. I'm still working on that hull. Well, I think I'm going to have to go with the improved low pass running. Can't wait to get into this stuff. A long ways to go to Era 2. What is my reputation with France now? Still closer with the British. You know what? I need to get more supplies in. What's that second contract for? Oh, I don't have it. In 15 days, 25 tanks. Oh, I haven't started making any. Guess I should start making them. And they wanted these ones. 95 days. Good thing I looked. That's the majority of my supplies. I think I just need a large order. Let's go to North America. $25,000 iron. Medium carbon steel. Probably don't need to order that much medium carbon steel, but I will. Rest of the stuff I can get other places cheaper. Just the quantity of iron. Okay, so the heavy mark 0. Just did the heavy mark 0. Did the heavy mark 1 body. We have a Mark 5 series. So we have a Mark 5 series tank now. Spring assisted hull hatch. That's nice. And ditching beam rather than anti-grenade roof. I like that. The improved steering, yeah. Days. Okay. Got a lot of parts engineered here. That's going to be an outdated tank soon enough. Still got some life in it. So let's have a look at Little Willie, or what Little Willie might become. I got the Mark 5 to do too. Got the little one too. I think I might want to look at this. Oh, I don't have any tracks for it. That adds a new role to Little Willie. That, with a rotating turret, that might give me a new role. enter. Driver. And one gunner. Need a mechanic. I don't really need a loader. Use a second mechanic. Well, let me go without a gunner? Or a loader? No, won't. Have to have a loader. Okay, so we'll go with a loader. We're going to go traditional. I don't know if this is version 2 or 3. I think it's 3. But it is August 1916. We'll design it. We'll see if anybody will buy it for any reason. 27 days for Little Willie. Limit values, vehicle mass. The design is deemed inadequate. Please rectify this flaw. Okay, so it's too heavy. Oh, geez. Not heavy by, it's not too heavy by much. So we're by 415 pounds. Well, the Whippet is lighter than this. If I change those tracks, it's definitely... Okay, what's my choices? This is what I want. Well, I think I have to go back to Whippet Mark 1 or Whippet 1 and treads on it. It's actually a step backwards. That gets it under the weight limit. We'll give it a try. Take trials completed. Good. Don't think I have anything else to move in there yet. Nope. New tank revealed. Another wire crusher. Updated version, huh? I'm not buying it. There's my new building. Buildings. Another new tank. An assault tank. Is that what they've turned that into, huh? Only has 2 new components. A different engine and a different gun. I'm not too interested in the gun. Or the engine. I wouldn't buy that for 400,000. Pretty sure I've got no more reverse engineering. No, my 2 trophies I have handled. Okay, there goes a little Willie. He's got some problems. Pet project. I can probably sneak in I need that heavy Mark 5, but I can probably sneak in a little Frenchie. That's a direct copy of it. Yeah, for 23 days we'll slip it in. And we'll have another. Oh, yeah. I gotta do all the rest of the stuff. Now, I need 5 different crew, but I only have 3, so it's not going to let me do this, is it? This is a game flaw, I think. Because I can't fill the 5 positions. But I only have 3 crew capability. The French train their crew differently, obviously. And the British aren't trained to operate this kind of tank with only 3 people that can fit inside. So there must be something with crew training that happens at some point in time that changes some of these roles. Yeah, because I can't design that. Heavy Mark 5 hull. I don't think I can hire anybody. My reputation with the other countries isn't good enough. No, I can't. The Heavy Mark 5. Let's design one. This will be replacing the Heavy Mark 1s, I would think. Engine choices. This is a rear gun. Well, that's interesting. It's got a rear gun. Yeah, another loader. Yeah, the British like to squish in the guys in the tanks. In this era, in particular. So, what do I want to design next? It was an April design on that. What can I do with it? Yeah. Goes with the bolt already. I went with the triple hinged, I think. Yeah. Because that tank seems to be selling. Get a better version of the hull. That should help. France and Spain. There's out of his trials. Ethiopia and Romania, who cares? France and Portugal. It's not my tank that he's using there. Oh, the Serbian capital had to be relocated. They lost it. Improved low pass running gear. Extended high pass running gear. Yeah. Gonna need that. This will do for 2 different tanks though. So we're going to get 61 days to get through that one. Might have taken those too close together. I only have 8 days to get them there. So I've messed up on my timing. We have 14 ready. Oh, no, I've got months. What are they talking about? 1021. Screwed up something somewhere. What am I making? A7, oh, that's the one that has the same two bloody names. I have to produce 11. So I screwed up. I've got 2 months to do that. The other tanks I didn't make. I screwed up and made the wrong tank first. That's going to cost me. No, something screwed up. I haven't even chosen a tank. It's an application. There we go. Now it popped into the right location. Okay, there's 8 days to send in the application. There we go. Okay, that's much better. $10.85. Little Willie does well on that. Little Willie is 5,000 less to make. He uses a lot less materials. Score isn't as high, but it's high enough. Be making 3,000 on it. New tank. Tier off to A. Core components. Nice. they've accepted it. Okay, so that design's got one more day on the model. 32 days before I can start the other ones. That'll give me 99 days to make and deliver 25 tanks. Cool. That will work just fine. Well, I think this might be a good place to leave it. October 18th, 1916. The end of episode 2 here. Please, if you're watching this on YouTube, please subscribe if you want to see more of this game. And let me know any questions you have as well. If you like this particular video, hit that like button. But I want to subscribe more than the like. Any questions you have, I love getting questions or comments. Please, please, please put those down, whether it's on Twitch or on YouTube. I'd appreciate hearing from you. So until next time, where we'll start up with episode 3, Grandpa Canuck signing off. Hoping all you people and bots out there are having a good one. Be good to each other too. Take care.